Hello, today we are going to play Skylanders Giants. This is level 1 and this is Trigger Happy. Okay, we have him leveled up fully. He would have about like 300 health on when we first got him, and he would not have any coins. So he would have the coin powers, these coins. They would do about 2 or 3 damage, and then he would also have that would be a golden safe. Of course, I've upgraded him because he's level 15, so I've had him for a while. Okay, this is level 1, so there's going to be some more tutorial type of, it's going to be a more tutorial type of thing. So, this cannon, so you don't ever use a cannon again in this game, except for maybe once. They just, like I said, it's a tutorial, so they're going to have some stuff that you do not see. You're not going to get very hard enemies in this one. You're going to get chompies, which is like a basic. So I'm not going to go out of my way to get any like pickups like that. Treasure chest, you press triangle on a, I think on an on a PlayStation it's triangle. On a Xbox, I think it would be Y, I think. You can leave something in the comments if I'm wrong. You can just tell me, because I don't want to be giving you guys any wrong information. So, Trigger Happy's backstory, there's not really much. He basically appeared. He appeared, and no one really knows how he did it. So, then he just started shooting gold, so they decided to join him to the Skylanders team. These are chompies. These are bone chompies. So these are like living dead chompies. So regular chompies are like green. So regular chompies are green and they're covered with skin. They're not made out of bones.
Listen, everyone! The Skylanders are here! They're gonna free us so we can get home! We're safe! I know a secret way into the tunnel, but we need you to take care of the guards.
So this...
My name's Gigantus, and I want to help too. I might be a little thick-headed, but maybe I can show you a few things.
Okay, so... So only giants can pick up boulders. If you have any from the original, from Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, they can't pick up those boulders. So only giants can pick up boulders. Also, for giants, there are 8 new smaller Skylanders that are not giants, and you would use those for stuff. So whenever you see that little giant sign and a piece of cracked rock beneath it, you can, there's a treasure chest back there, note to self. I've already gotten them all, but, so you can smash these things. There's another collectible right there, so maybe one time you play through, don't use a giant so that you can get these collectibles. Or just don't go down that thing. So these story scrolls are interesting little things. I'll read it aloud. You found a story scroll. Avalanche Anticipation.
Despite such snowy conditions, those who reside in the frozen wastelands have never seen an avalanche. Residents are known to throw bombs off the side of the islands in hopes of triggering one. Just to have a story to tell their children, I suppose.
He basically said it. So that's the story scroll in level 1. So if you're going to do this with a smaller Skylander, go through the hole that he already broke. Like that. So there's a treasure chest up on this ledge that you can only get by using a giant. So you have to play this multiple times to get all the collectibles. So, unless you just can somehow glitch it or something, but you can't, unless you're like a hacker or something, which I hope none of you are. But, so, basically just keep firing your weapon and kill these chompies. Chompies are definitely the easiest. They have like 1 HP. These guys have like 15 HP, but they're still pretty easy to kill. There are some that have like 500 HP, and they're, well, depending who you're using, they're really hard to kill. Some of the giants, I have all of them except for Eyebrow and Ninjini. Ninjini is like a genie that comes out of a bottle and has 2 swords. She holds them very weird though. Instead of holding them with the blades in, when she holds them in her fist, like pointing towards each other, she holds them so that they're down at the bottom, not where her thumb is, and that the blades are pointing out. So she has to sort of, it's very weird how she swings it. In one of the cutscenes, in the cutscene after this, they show her holding them, so you can see how she does it. It's very weird, but by the way, this game has no blood, has no, like, basically, it doesn't have any violence except to show the numbers and then dying. That's basically it. There's no, like, holes or anything. Although, sheep, the sheep, you'll see them, they're like little white fuzz balls. That's what they look like here. They're the only ones. Like, if you use someone with a smashing attack, you like smash downward, they'll go all pancaked. So those are kind of fun to mess around with. So there are some collectibles. There are lots of collectibles in this level. So that is a Conkertron. You cannot shoot him. You have to break his chains, as we're going to do, and you can see how that's done. Basically, shoot at it. This game, the aiming is very easy. Like, you don't have to pinpoint aim like some like Halo and stuff. You don't have to pinpoint aim. You can just sort of shoot in the general direction, and it'll sort of bend the path of a bullet. With smashing attacks, it'll send out sort of like a shockwave deal, so that it'll do damage in a farther ring. This game is not very realistic, that's why that metal was bending. The only thing you have to watch out for that he does is his eye beams. His punching will not damage you unless you're like standing right next to it, and even if you were, I tried it once, it doesn't really do anything. So here are 2 more of those Archean little brawler dudes who have the little maces. Basically, for people with melee attacks, you don't want to be too close. So shooting, if you're going to go through a level, there's only one character, there's 2 enemies that can shoot. The D-Riveter and the Grenade General. Otherwise, it's like, well, and the Crystal Golem and Life Golem and the Bark Demon can like put a shockwave that sort of bends toward you when it hits you, like a tree grows, or there's just a crystal. For the Bark Demon, it's a tree. For the Crystal Golem, it's just a line of crystals. So I hope you enjoyed this. It's not quite over yet. This is the part where you have to watch out for his eye beams. But I hope you enjoy this video, and please this is my very first video that's ever going to go on YouTube, that's gone on YouTube. So if you like it, just please give me a rating. And only say you liked it if you really did, not just, oh, I kind of want to be nice. Just tell me if you really liked it, because I want to know if I should change how I do it. So, okay. This is the final cut. Actually, I'll show you that cutscene where there's all the giants. So I'll tell you when I'll give you a 10-second warning when it's about to be over. Okay, so I'll just shut up. So we got some awards, yeah. So we didn't lose any lives, but that story scroll that we found, that gave us something. So there's a soul gem, a legendary treasure, there's hats, there's treasure chests, story scroll, winged sapphires. Winged winged sapphires bring down the cost of upgrades by 2%. Upgrades you can get for your Skylander to make them like do stuff better. The Luckatron wheel, there's a thing on Flynn's ship. I'll show you that briefly and then we'll end the video. I'll show you that, but there's a weird contraption in one of the rooms. I'm not going to show you exactly where it is so that I can leave you some surprises if you get this game, but you've watched this video. There are certain ones. There's the power that like gives you extra damage on your attacks. There's the money one. They call it the wealth. There's the luck, so that like the luck and the wealth are the same thing. And I haven't found the others yet, so maybe if you find one of them that I haven't found, maybe you can just like put where it is in the comments. So let's watch this final cutscene. Second cutscene.
That was only the beginning of a great battle, for the invasion of the Archaean Empire had already spread far and wide.
To truly stop them,
The giants had to face the robot king and remove the source of his power.
This is like this level takes place about hundreds of thousands of years ago. So these are the giants. So the flaming guy is Hothead. The whale was Thumpback. Then Genie, who's floating, that's Ninjini. Then there's T-Rex. He just punched the guy in the leg. The robotic guy, if you saw him, he had the fingers that had holes at the end and he shoots out of them. That was Bouncer. That, who just smashed into the leg, was Crusher. That's Eyebrow, the guy who just zapped him in the face. Then Ninjini. See how she holds her swords? It's very weird. And so that's T-Rex right there. That's Swarm. Bouncer only appears in this cutscene twice, so you don't really see him. But the one who comes in the box, when you get a Skylanders Giants, if you have Spyro's Adventure, then you'll only get the Portal Owners Pack, has the game, and T-Rex. And T-Rex is like stats and cards. You've all seen them, probably. You've all seen what the stats and cards look like. So, oh, you want to watch this? I'll shut up for this. So,
It is your finding them that has summoned me. Something evil is stirring. Skylands needs your help. But fear not, Portal Master. You will not be on this adventure alone. Behold!
so first of all, you get to see Flynn's airship. If you have Spyro's Adventure, that blue thing that was emitting the blue beam, you know what that is. But for the people that do not have any of the games and are just watching this because they want to find out about the game or they're thinking about buying it, that is the like core of good. They don't call it that. I forgot what they call it, but it's like the thing that kept peace in the Skylands. Chaos, the evil dude who was talking to the Skylanders in the first cutscene, was he destroyed it. Oh, it's called the Core of Light. So he destroyed it, and then you have to rebuild it during the levels. So that's Flynn's airship, and that's Flynn who's talking. That's Hugo. He doesn't appear in this game except for in this cutscene. But he does appear in the last game, Spyro's Adventure. Maybe if you want me to, I can play that. Or that's Callie, the female. I don't know what to call them, like animal. So basically, Flynn's ship is a thing that he basically pulled out of the junkyard, so it's falling apart at the seams. So the next level is you're picking up spare parts. So I'll do that maybe later today, or maybe just right after this one. We'll post them on YouTube. You can watch. So just remember to leave a rating and watch some more later. So see you later. I don't know my username, so you just have to find out on this video. So see ya. This is Chad.